All right, mainstream comics has lost its mind. All right, hey everyone, welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. You're listening to Ethan Van Sciver, 25-year veteran of this degenerate now comic book industry. It wasn't when I started, it wasn't. It was actually wholesome, and it was full of people who were trying to make a good living and who respected each other, if not envied each other and their success. Now it's something completely different. It's a very, very strange industry. In the midst of everything that's going on in comics, in terms of the political craziness, I have left DC Comics, where I worked for 20 years, and I created a character called Cyberfrog. Now, when I did this, well, I created the character back in 1993, but I relaunched this old creation of mine. And when I did this, everybody kind of said, "This is stupid. Why are you doing this? Ha ha ha! It's going to fail." And I just said, "No, I'm going to try something different. I am going to adopt the attitudes and philosophy of COMICSGATE." And COMICSGATE is simply a consumer revolt against weirdos in comics, weirdo SJWs, far left-wingers, infiltrating the comic book industry, making changes, making unwanted, social justice-oriented changes of long-term mainstream characters that have existed for 50 years in some cases, sometimes 70 years, making these changes, irritating the fan base, driving customers away, being rude to them on social media when they complain, and eventually, who takes the hit? Well, the companies take the hit, but more importantly, the mom and pop shops, the brick and mortar comic shops, are all closing down because of this. I decided, look, how do you sell comics in an environment like this? How do you sell comic books in a post-decency industry in which there are very few comic book shops left open at this point to sell comic books through? How do you do it? And I went on social media. I created a platform for myself with a bunch of fans and subscribers who like what I have to say, like the way I say it, enjoy my content. I created Cyberfrog, and I offered it to them humbly. I said, please, this is my new comic book. I'm running it through an Indiegogo. I'm trying to raise funds to put it out. I'm looking to get pre-orders for this book. And lo and behold, despite all of the naysayers, all of the doubters, and there were quite a few, in fact, everyone doubted me except for my wife, we raised $538,000, over $500,000, well over $500,000 on my first comic book. Now, these people, he might be paid. This is Zoe Quinn. This is Robbie Rodriguez. I don't know Zoe Quinn. I have nothing to do with her. I don't know this guy either, but at least he's in the comic book industry. She has just jumped into the comic book industry. This is the creator, I think, of Spider-Gwen or Spider-Pool or Gwen-Pool or whatever it is over at Marvel, all these weird things where they take Gwen and they put a prefix in front of it. Like, that makes any sense. Hey, I'm Spider-Zoe. Hey, I'm Wolva-Zoe. Hey, I'm Dead Robbie Rodriguez. Oh, hey, listen, Robbie Pool. I'm Robbie Pool. It's stupid. In any case, these guys have decided that what we are doing is unacceptable. They don't like it. Why? Because, well, we tend to be Republicans. COMICSGATERS tend to be Republicans, and these guys hate Republicans. They call us racist. They call us bigots. They call us homophobes. They call us all of the usual buzzwords that mean absolutely nothing anymore, while we just kind of talk about comics, talk about our interests, talk about social issues, talk about whatever we want to talk about on social media and win the day. And we are winning. COMICSGATE is doing very well. Everyone who comes along with COMICSGATE is massively successful. They're massively successful. They do very, very well. Even our smaller books are still doing better than what these guys are going to earn off of their comic book at a mainstream company. They're doing a book for Vertigo called Goddess Mode. Vertigo is the adult line, adult in quotes, over at DC Comics. Okay, so they've got a book coming out called Goddess Mode. I've never met either of these people at all, ever. So what happened? After Cyberfrog raised $538,000, the mainstream comic book industry went absolutely crazy. And while Cyberfrog was running, while the campaign was running, there was silence and peace. tranquility. It was actually rather nice. But as soon as it ended, some weird stuff started to happen. Darwin Cook, great artist, who we lost in 2016, his widow came out, started calling ComicsGaters names. ComicsGaters reacted. She basically pointed the finger at me and said, "Stop these people from attacking me," as though this was all my fault. That was odd. Some nasty articles were written about that scenario. These people, I don't know what you never know what stunt they're going to pull next. They have more stunts than Evel Knievel. They're jumping over 16 flaming school buses in order to knock down Comicsgate, and it's not working. It's not working. We just keep getting bigger and bigger because all of this just proves our central thesis that mainstream comics is ill. I mean, they're sick. They're weird. And they are corrupt, and they are killing the comic book industry. We have to do something on our own if we're going to even save a good part of what's left of comics. We have to preserve something about comics that is good, and that's what we're trying to do. Next, after that didn't work, after we successfully knocked down that stunt, even weirder things started to happen, and I'm sorry to have to show you this. I'm going to zoom in real close, and you're going to have to take my word, okay? So this is Robbi Rodriguez, the guy that we just looked at. This brown area down here, you don't want to even know. Robbi Rodriguez says, "Hey, Ethan Van Sciver." He ats me. Okay, he sends this straight to me. I'm a big fan. It says here, I'm a big fan. Okay, Robbi Rodriguez. This is a picture of his butthole. This is a picture of his anus. Robbi Rodriguez is sending me gay porn. I don't know why. I don't know why he's sending me pictures of his ass on Twitter. I don't know. I don't know this person. Is this a courting ritual? Robbi, Robbi, are you trying to seduce me? What the hell is going on with mainstream comics? How is this permissible? How is this okay? I mean, it's funny. Certainly, they hate us because they ain't us. That is the hashtag right now about this. These people are crazy. They're mentally ill. They're unbalanced. This is degeneracy of the first order. Why is this happening? It's happening because a few Republican comic book creators stood up and decided that the industry was no longer safe for them. It was no longer in their best interest to pursue working in this mainstream industry. We were not protected. We're not protected. Our speech isn't protected the way Zoe Quinn's is. Our speech is not protected the way people of color's speech is protected. Our speech is not protected as though we were LGBTQ. No, we're not. Not at all. In fact, it's open season on us. And that's fine. This is mansplaining. I guess it's white male problems. Yeah, I got it. I understand all that. But you know what? At the end of the day, this is harassment. This is filthy and disgusting harassment. We're not trying to bother anybody. We accept the situation as it is. We have ceded mainstream comics, essentially. We have abandoned mainstream comics to its doom. Okay, it's basically the Titanic is sinking. We can see it happening. The writing is on the wall, as they say, and we're trying to build a life raft. I actually compare it to an ark. We're just trying to build an ark, and it is raining. So come on board if you want to. You're going to get to do comics with us. We are incredibly successful every single time we launch a book, and they are not. They're not. Goddess Mode is going to get canceled very, very quickly. This stuff doesn't sell. This stuff doesn't sell. This isn't what people want from comic books. I know that it sounds like this is a great idea, but no, this kind of a great idea to let people just kind of do whatever they want and tell their story. That's great. It doesn't sell. This stuff doesn't sell. And then what doesn't sell even more, what accelerates the not selling to a screeching halt is this kind of behavior on Twitter towards the fans. And certainly, this kind of behavior at me, comic book professional, deserving of some respect, some basic, even if you disagree with me, even if you think that because I have launched Cyberfrog because of Comicsgate and my allegiance to Comicsgate and all of this, even if you think that I am a terrible person for all of these really strange reasons, this is not okay. I mean, this is dehumanizing. This is vulgar. I think this is considered to be pretty much the definition of harassment, and that is why ROBBI Rodriguez nuked his Twitter content. He deleted everything except for 2 posts. This is gone, but we've screenshotted it. Now, what can you do? I don't know. Complain to DC Comics if you want to. What I'm going to do in reaction to this, I decided to do yesterday. I am going to reopen Cyberfrog, the Cyberfrog campaign. This Wednesday, August 29th, I am going to relaunch Cyberfrog Blood Honey with a brand new variant cover for 1 week only. For some reason, when I am offering a product to sell, these people leave me alone. These people stop bothering Comicsgate. These people stop harassing us. They know that we've learned how to monetize SJWs, that this behavior actually only drives people to us, and I don't know why they keep doing it. When all I have to do is say I am in clear contrast to, at the very least, to the type of person who will send another stranger, pictures of his anus on Twitter. At the very least, that's me. I offer that level of human decency at, ground level. That tends to send people our way. It tends to make Comicsgate even more successful. I'm going to go ahead and do that. In addition to the fact that I'm receiving hundreds of requests from people, literally hundreds, and my email is crazy. I go through my emails. I can't keep up. I can't keep up with the requests that I'm getting for Cyberfrog Blood Honey now that it's been closed. Okay, so I'm going to reopen Cyberfrog Blood Honey with a brand new variant cover for 1 week only. And if you haven't gotten in yet, now's the time to back Cyberfrog Blood Honey one last time. When is this going to end? Exactly when? I guess when the comic industry collapses. That's when it ends. It's like these people are they're moralizing, they're writing essays about how the powerful mainstream comics industry needs to stomp on Comicsgate. Why? Reasons: racism, bigotry, homophobia. These are excuses and they're lies. You guys are scared, and you have every reason to be. Join the fandom menace and execute your own Order 66 with our incredible line of t-shirts: Soylo, a Soy Wars story; Tico, a Soy Wars story; and our brand new smoking hot Soy Wars Plan 9. Make a statement today. This is the only trilogy you'll ever need. The link is below in the description. Hey, want to follow me on Twitter? Okay, cool. I'm at Ethan Van Sciver. Talk to you there. If you enjoyed this video and want to become part of this community, subscribe to this channel by clicking the laughing man face logo right on your screen. Ring the bell for notifications as well. You'll never miss a live chat. And stay tuned, another video by Comic Artist Pro Secrets is coming right up.